Hi everyone, hope you're doing amazing today. We're doing really well, thank you. My name is Carolina Fonseca Jimenez. I focus on doing children's books that promote love, unity, and peace. And as you know, we also interpret dreams. The reason we do that is because when we listen to our dreams, we connect with our subconscious, and when we share them, we connect with one another on a more profound level. So guys, in this video, we're going to answer the most popular question of the week, and that is about confusing dreams. Most of you ask, what do confusing dreams mean, if they have meaning at all, and how can they guide me? Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. How many of you have had a dream where you wake up and you're just like, okay, none of this made sense. This was the most confusing dream ever. And obviously dreams have no meaning. Okay, it's probably happened to a lot of us, right? But guys, those dreams, the dreams that are really confusing, can really be a key into what's going on at our subconscious level, and really can be a guide into how we're running our lives. Okay, let me give you an example. So I'm going to use some of the dreamers that have sent in their information, okay? So let's pretend that we're having a really confusing dream. We wake up feeling really confused. None of the images make sense to us, and there are things that are just out of order, okay? Everything is out of order in the dream. Let's take this dream, right? Like this one dreamer, she said that she was dreaming that she was in her room and everything was out of order. Nothing was in the place it was supposed to be, and it was really confusing to her. She's like, this isn't even where this goes. And she was really confused about it, okay? So let's reflect it outward, okay? What is going on in waking state where that confusion is happening, right? Why are we feeling so confused? Because even though this dream was confusing and we think it has no meaning, we can reflect the feeling outward, okay? Let's pinpoint it. What situation in waking state causes this similar confusion? What person in waking state causes this similar confusion? It could be a person, a relationship, a situation, work, etc. It could be many things. Once we pinpoint the thing that has been causing all of this internal confusion, then we can do something about it, right? Because that's the whole point. The reason that we work on interpreting our dreams is because we want to make sure we can do something about it. We want to take that power back, right? We want to be able to guide our lives. So once you pinpoint it, there's something that you can do about it. But before you do that, you've got to realize that this dream that seems confusing, that you just want to throw out the window and say it has no meaning, that dream is going to guide you. Okay, so for example, the dreamer that sent in her information saying that everything in her room was like chaos, nothing made sense, nothing was in the place it was supposed to be. Reflect it. Are you feeling like that about your life in this current state, right? Because if you're dreaming of your room being all disorganized, being all a mess and confusing, is that how you're operating your life right now, right? Oftentimes it is. Oftentimes it's just represented in the dream state in a really weird, funky way and in a really vibrant way, okay? Just trying to get your attention. So reflect it outward. How is your living space right now, okay? Are things out of order? Have things changed a lot? Do things seem like they're out of your control, right? Look at those things, and then once you're able to pinpoint and say, you know what, that thing really is causing some confusion, then I can do something about it. And that's where the power comes in, okay? Let's talk a little bit about this with one of the dreamers that sent in her dream. She said that in her dream, like she was in her house, but animals kept popping up, like animal here, animal there, and she was trying to get them out of her house, but she couldn't, okay? All these different animals kept popping up. So she was confused and she doesn't know what it means. So let's reflect this outward again. There's the same kind of underlying confusion, right? But in this dream, animals are just popping up, okay? And they're annoying her. She doesn't like them. They keep popping up. So let's reflect it to waking state. What is going on in waking state where you feel the same? What situations are popping up? What problems keep popping up in your life where you're like, that's enough. I need to get rid of them. They need to go. They are annoying me. Okay, what is going on in waking state where those feelings are similar? Because whatever that situation is, that is why you're dreaming about it, and that is why it comes up in dream state saying, this is annoying, this is bothering me, do something about it, right? That's the only reason that we're dreaming about things, because it's time for us to change. It's time for us to do something different. And that's what dream state wants to tell us. It's like, let's do this, let's change, let's grow from this. So that was the other dream that came in. I'll tell you one of the other ones that I think will help a few folks out there. And that is the one where this dreamer, I guess, was outside. And as she was outside, she was just kind of walking about her path. Everything was fine. But as she was walking, she noticed that there was like holes. She kept seeing all these holes, and like she was tripping and tripping and tripping. And she kept trying to walk, but the more she would walk, the more she would trip. And she's like, it confused me. She was irritated and she didn't know what it meant, okay? So again, let's reflect this outward, guys. This is one of those videos that's just really simple to kind of follow, because the interpretation happens to just be very simple because they all are under the same feeling of confusion, okay? So she's walking in this path, right? and she starts tripping and tripping on these various holes. So let's reflect it outward. What is going on in your life right now where you feel like that, where you feel like, you're trying to take a step forward, but there's like a problem there. And then you take another step forward and then there's another problem. And you're still on this same path, but there seems to be like issue after issue, problem after problem, kind of blocking your walkway, right? What seems to be going on in waking state that makes you feel similarly to what you were feeling in dream state? Okay, whatever situation that is, that's what's going to guide you in this. And now remember, once you're able to determine and say, you know what, my house right now, everything that's going on at home, I've got this kind of path of how I want things to go, but all of these little things keep popping up, and I feel like I am tripping along the way. I feel like like my path is being slowed down by all of these various things, right? If we can pinpoint that, then we can actually do something about it, whether that be in waking state by reorganizing ourselves, by, doing things a little bit differently, or whether that be in dream state. If you're walking on this path and you keep tripping, why don't fly? Like, why don't you just fly in the dream, right? Because in dream state, you can do anything like that. You can do anything that you want, but we just have to practice that. We have to practice having lucid dreams. And now I know many of you are like, why am I going to have a lucid dream of me flying? What is that going to do for me in waking state? It's going to do a lot for you, okay? The reason is because when you're in dream state, you're at a really kind of low subconscious level. So if you're able to look at the situation of you tripping, you're constantly tripping, it's causing you problems, you're getting irritated, you're getting annoyed, and you're able to fly over it and get to where you have to go. That's you thinking of a creative way to get across, to get to the end, right? That's a way of you being creative to finish the task that you've got at hand. That same kind of creativity will reflect itself in waking state, okay? Whenever you're confronted with an issue or a problem, whatever, you're going to see opportunities, you're going to see solutions, okay? You're going to look at it with those creative eyes because you've been practicing that in your subconscious state, in dream state, during REM sleep, right? You're going to be practicing all of that, and that will also reflect in waking state. So guys, these dreams that we say are confusing, those are the dreams that can really help us, that can really guide us. So I welcome you to look at your confusing dream again and really try to feel what is it that's going on in waking state that's reminding me of that dream I had last night, right? Because it's going to guide you. And now the next thing after that is taking action, right? Taking action in the way that's best for you. And like always, guys, I'm here to help guide you through this. I always help guide you through your dream interpretation, but only you know your true dream language. All right, I send you a big hug. I send you love, unity, and peace, and we'll be in contact. Bye, everybody.